Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. Starting off with health news. Going viral on TikTok, and it's not through a life hack or a cute dance video. After working at a local hospital, an ER nurse calls the situation a bleep show. Lauren Meadows is a traveling ER nurse from Chicago who recently finished an 8-week contract here in Las Vegas.
So today, our manager director had to come in at midnight because I guess it was so crazy. There's 15 patients that are admitted who have to wait in the waiting room because there's no beds. It's not good. I worked a COVID crisis contract in Chicago last winter. It's cake compared to this.
Meadows' videos have garnered over 1 million views. She doesn't name the hospital where she worked. In other top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. A father files a lawsuit against Las Vegas police after his son was strangled by another prisoner. Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour brings us this story. Renee?
Jen, Richard Dickman remembered exactly what the Assistant Sheriff Andrew Walsh said during a phone call about his son's killing in a Las Vegas jail. He said, quote, "We failed your son and we failed you." The 79-year-old former corrections officer said security protocols were ignored the day his son Jason was placed in the Clark County Detention Center's general population. Jason, who was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, was instead placed in at least 2 general population cells with 41-year-old Sergio Dominguez, who later wrapped his shirt around Jason's neck, choking him to death.
Officials haven't really responded to the lawsuit. Metro declined to comment, Clark County declined to comment, and WellPath, which oversees the mental health care and medical services at the jail, did not respond to a request for comment.
Richard Dickman's lawyer says it's jail policy to house severely mentally ill inmates in protective custody for their own safety. Dickman says he hopes the lawsuit can stop this from happening to somebody else. Jen?
And the family of another man killed in police custody is set to receive $2.3 million settlement, including $1.8 million from Las Vegas police. Officers say 36-year-old Nicholas Farah died in 2019 after 4 officers held his head to his knees for about 75 seconds while exchanging handcuffs. His brother says, quote, "Even today, the restraint chair is still commonly used as a weapon inside Clark County Detention Center and nationwide. I'd love to see the restraint chair completely removed." The Clark County coroner confirmed Farah died from police restraining procedures. Plus, a man is behind bars in connection to at least 8 armed robberies. You can see on the map how the robberies were spread out. Police say George Solano Perez robbed a variety of discount, fashion, and video game stores from January 19th through the 25th. Perez remains in custody. Also behind bars, the suspect in an arson fire in East Las Vegas that killed a woman. Police say 3 people were having an argument Wednesday at a mobile home on Mojave Road when one of them lit a bed on fire. 37-year-old Tiffany Willis was booked on murder and first-degree arson. Now to weather. Today may feel like deja vu. After a one-day break, the winds are back up to 25 miles per hour in parts of the Las Vegas Valley. Those out boating, the National Weather Service reported rough lake conditions for them, gusts up to 45 miles per hour and 3-foot waves. Right now, the wind speeds are lingering in the double digits but should dwindle to the single digits by midnight. Temps are expected to cool to the 30s. On Friday, just a few clouds with temps topping out at 61 degrees and bottoming at 35. Expect similar conditions for your weekend, with the clouds clearing out on Sunday before coming back on Monday. In Business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. A new report shows U.S. economy grew last year at the fastest rate since Ronald Reagan's presidency, bouncing back with resilience since the devastating coronavirus recession. Our nation's GDP, output of goods and services, grew by 5.7% in 2021, the strongest growth since 1984. However, squeezed by the inflation and Omicron variant, the economy is forecasted to grow at a slower pace this year, around 4%. Stocks are also getting hammered at the idea of rising interest rates. Closer to home, Nevada casinos are continuing to extend their record run of months exceeding $1 billion in gaming wins, with more than $650 million coming from the Strip in December. That's despite December's reputation of being a slow tourism month.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $100 when you sign up. There's still a chance Raiders fans could see Derek Carr in action one more time this season as spots on the AFC Pro Bowl roster begin to open up. Carr is one of the potential alternates at quarterback for the NFL All-Star Game. Baltimore QB Lamar Jackson was named to the original roster but is out with an ankle injury. First alternate Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills turned down the opportunity to replace Jackson. Patrick Mahomes is an option as well, but he's playing in the AFC Championship game on Sunday, and if the Chiefs defeat the Bengals, he'll be a no-go, leaving Carr among the possibilities to get the call. Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Daniel Medvedev is the -110 favorite to win the Australian Open. Rafael Nadal, tied for the all-time record of 20 Grand Slam men's singles titles, is the +250 second choice at the Westgate Superbook, and Stefanos Tsitsipas is the +550 third pick. In Saturday's Australian Open women's final, Ashley Barty is a -450 favorite over Danielle Collins, a +375 underdog.
In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. It's sweet revenge for the self-proclaimed poker brat. Phil Hellmuth beat rival Tom Dwan at a $200,000 high-stakes duel match at the Aria. That's after Dwan beat Hellmuth in August. And Dwan now has the right to a third match at double the stakes. An exciting update for UFC fans. The Las Vegas Apex facility is planning to expand, hoping to build a space that can host up to 1,000 people for events. But first, UFC's request must be approved by Clark County's Zoning Commission meeting on Wednesday. And lifestyle news. Rockabilly fans? Mark your calendars. The Viva Las Vegas Rockabilly Weekend is returning to the Orleans Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas April 14th through the 17th. Fans can expect 80 bands, 30 DJs, and events including a classic car show and burlesque showcases hosted by filmmaker John Waters. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas Breaking News streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.